I thought it would be great to come up with some recipes that were great for smart snacking. Now we're going to make my banana blueberry oatmeal bars, and this is super simple and will come together with some ingredients you probably already have in your pantry or could easily pick up at the supermarket. Now we're going to begin with some really super ripe bananas. Now I'm going to give you a little tip here. If you don't already have super ripe bananas and all you have are fresh bananas, now pop those on a sheet pan in the skin and put them in a 200 to 250 degree oven for about 30 minutes. The heat will activate the sugar and soften the bananas. You peel them and they're ready to roll. So we have those in a big bowl and we're going to mash those. I'm using a potato masher here, and that really is the quickest and easiest way to get after these. Remember, the more ripe they are, the softer they are, the easier they'll be for you to mash. Now, to that we're going to add all of our wet ingredients. And again, these are simple ingredients that you've got on hand. Now we're going to add 2 large eggs. Then we're going to add in some honey. This is going to add a nice sweetness. What's also great about these bars is they freeze nicely, so if you wanted to save them that way, you could. But unlike the bars you might buy in the supermarket, they're not full of preservatives, and that's always a better choice for you. Then we're going to add in some nice vanilla. And then we're going to give that a stir. Break up your yolks and get all that worked together. Mash your bananas as you go. If you've got some lumps in there, make sure that you break those apart. Now, once we've got all the wet mixture together, we're gonna add in the dry ingredients. 2 cups of traditional oatmeal or oats. This is whole wheat flour. These bars are very fiber rich. That's another reason why they are a smarter snack alternative. Then we're gonna add in some cinnamon, ground cinnamon. A little salt for balance. Little baking soda. So go ahead and give this a nice stir, incorporating the wet into the dry, really absorbing all of that dry ingredient. Perfect. This really smells good too. So now that this is all mixed up, let's add in a little sweetness, a little brown sugar. Now remember, if your brown sugar's been sitting for a while, it'll clump up a little bit. Just get in there with your fingers, pull it out of the bowl, and then get that nice and mixed in. We're gonna add in our berries. So I'll pop these into the bowl, and then with my spurtle, just kind of turn the mixture on top of the berries, not really stirring them so much as I am folding them into the mixture. That way I don't crush the berries. We've already pre-greased our 9x13 baker. You can use a nonstick cooking spray, vegetable spray, whatever you have. Get those into the bowl, scrape everything down, spread this out in your pan into a nice even layer. And what we're going to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees, pop this in for about 30 minutes. It's going to bake up pretty quickly. When we get it out of the oven, I'll give you some tips for serving. So now our bars have come out of the oven, but here's an important tip. Let these bars cool completely. These are gooey bars, and you want to make sure that once they come out of the oven, they can sit and cool completely, because once that happens, they cut much more cleanly, and you're able to then plate them up and enjoy them, or you can cut them all up and store them in a lock-and-lock container. You can wrap these in wax paper or a plastic bag and put them in lunch bags, and you can also freeze these to keep them. Once these come out of the dish, you can plate these up and they become a great after-school snack for the kids. You could also crumble them up, put them in yogurt, make a little parfait. This is one way that you can get on the road to smarter snacking.